Yo, so we got a setup coming out here, and I'm gonna live trade it if it comes. So I'm down. Unfortunately, I'm down. ES is about to close above in 29 seconds. I'm down 287, so this is gonna be my last attempt. I wanted to just record this to be in a good peace of mind. The trade I took before this, I wanted to see these equal lows, and they got hit. These equal lows here. We rebalanced to this fair value gap in the 5-minute. We inversed here. I got in, had my stop right here, instead of a close above. And ES has just closed the inverse fair value gap, which I'll show you guys. Right here, we just inversed. So anyways, my first trade was this short here, got stopped out to the tick. And like an idiot, I jumped back in because I was like, oh, I got stopped out, I'm going to get back in. And it just burnt me like crazy. So I'm actually going to get in here because I'm confident we go higher. I just want to make sure that we get the close. But yeah, this is my last attempt, man. I can't keep taking losses today. Let's close that. But hopefully we can get a live trade to show you guys. So ES has inversed, NQ needs to follow. We have LR on ES and NQ. Right here, I expect this to be a nice break-even point. And I want these equal highs. It's not equal on M and Q, but it is equal on the main NQ. So that's what I'm more concerned about. And I'm just going to get in here, I believe. Unless we're in a 5-minute. We're in a 5-minute. We have 55 seconds. If this 5-minute can inverse, I will be in longs. And I think I'm just going to get a tap here early. So this is frustrating, but I think I'm just going to stay disciplined. We can get that. Hopefully we get filled there. But the market's really bullish, so I might just have to market order this at a difference of about 11 points. That's 11 points, man. I don't want to give that up. This is so annoying, dude. This is why I suck at trading. It's because I see this happen. I'm just FOMOing at the mouth. Limit 4 at this inverse. Hopefully we can get filled. This is so frustrating. I'm going to have crazy FOMO if it runs without me. I shouldn't have moved that, but let's see if this 1-minute creates a fair value gap. And if it does, we'll get it on the 1-minute. So we're tapped in on this 1-minute if we get it. The one time it doesn't come down is going to be frustrating if it's on me trying to get filled. Man, I'd rather just not miss it though. For what, 6 points? Okay, let's get it. We're going to get it here. Boom, we're filled in. Don't really know how I feel actually. But we're going to risk our 200, and we're going to be done for the day if this loses. Going to try and hold to this high here, but we'll see how that goes. 200, 25. We're going to take one off at 25. We're going to take one off at these highs here, and we're going to take another one off at 50 points. Right there. So I really like this trade. I think it should work out. And if it doesn't work, we'll close our account for the day and just have to take the L. Got to change my stop limit to 600 just so I have some more wiggle room. So obviously not the reaction we want to see. And we're down a lot on the day, so. We want to see this inverse hold. Could have got a better entry even if I waited, but it doesn't look like it's going to hold. We just inverse to the downside again. And this is just the last line of defense right here, this order block. Down 200. I'm down 300. So this would be $600 a day if I leave my stop there at the order block, which is where I might have to just put it because that's the last confluence. So we're looking at a $600 loss. I don't love it, but don't really want to get stopped on this and do the wrong thing and whatever. We're done for the day if this doesn't work. Hopefully we're done for the day. But man, this is the reality, man. I just feel like I've been getting beat up in these markets recently. And like I honestly just want to cry. Even if this starts working, like I don't know. I feel like I'm in a weird mind frame where it just seems like everything I do loses, and I need to just rewire myself to be like, just start believing in my trading, because this is not a bad trade. This should be my first trade of the day, so I shouldn't be emotional if it loses or not. But since it's not my first trade of the day, I'm terrified to lose again because I'd be down big. And I didn't really do anything horrible, and I'll be down big. So if we can get a close above this order block, I'll move my stop to here. In fact, I might just leave it there now because I think that we should have done our rebalancing here to the 5 minute. This is a good reaction, and especially if we get a close above here, I will be looking to move my stop. So until then, we'll leave it there. So we got a 30-second order block. We want to see a continuation on the 1 minute, which I think we should get, and then we'll see our first take profit, hopefully. But yeah, man, I just feel like I want to cry because I've just been getting abused out here, man, and it's just annoying. It's just stressful, and it just feels like, and it's a negative mindset that I got shut down. It just feels like everything's against me, which it's not. It's not how it works. It's just trading, but I just feel like things are against me. It just hurts myself when I lose. It's frustrating. Losing sucks. Being in drawdown sucks. Not passing your count sucks, and it's just something I have to learn to embrace. And right, this move looks scary at first, and now it's like looking all right, but it's still not in the clear, obviously. But it doesn't look as bad as it did. It could in a minute, but we just got to trust the process and trust that we find good trades. What I shouldn't have done is taking 2 losses before this trade. So I know that's something I got to work on. I had the impulse to get back in after I lost my first one. And what's even more frustrating is my drawn liquidity got hit. I just managed the position bad, I guess. So I have to learn from that. I'll reflect on that later. Obviously, this is live, so I'm just kind of hyped. You guys can sense the whatever me. And right now, my honest emotions is like, man, I should just kill this trade because it's not going to work. And I should just take the $50, take the small loss on the day, and move on to tomorrow. But at the same time, in the back of my head is telling me, just hold the trade. You've seen this stuff work, right? And I'm going to trail my stop when we get this close. If we can react off the order block, if we can get a bullish reaction off the order block there and not just run straight through it, I think I like that enough. I'm going to move my stop so I mitigate risk today. I don't really want to be losing more than this. So that'll be 300, be 400, about 450. Really shouldn't lose that much, but mitigating risk, right? And let's see, if there's a 5 minute fair value gap, I'll leave it open. There's not. So we should get a push back above here. This will become a 5 minute order block soon enough. I want to see this actually become a 5 minute order block. So we have 3 minutes. We'll keep an eye out on that. So this is starting to run good now. I'm starting to feel more confident in the trade. And I want to see a little bit of a follow through. I don't know if I'll go break even at this high. I'll have to make a decision when we get there. So this is where we make the order block. I want to see us fall through that high. This is a decent close. And if we notice, this was actually a good reaction off of this order block right here. We had this candle trade lower, touch the order block, and trade higher. So we want to see a continuation push. So I want to see continuation here, obviously. I would love to see 100 green candles. ES, we got to keep note, ES is about to take the 950 high, which is right here. So I'm going to keep in mind that and monitor that. right now I want to say something that's on my mind. My mind's telling me to just go break even because, oh, we rebounced to order block. Why would we come back down here? And that could be right, but I don't think I have enough experience to make that call yet. So I'm just going to let things play out. And I also want to just close the trade now so I can only be down 100 on the day. That's something that's crossing my mind right now. But let's see if we can get rewarded for not doing that. I think, how much will it be if I take 2 off here? Be 30, that'd be 60, 120. It's not worth it. We're trading back to the order block. How many more minutes do we have on the 5 minute? We have about 2 minutes. So we have, this is going to be an important close here if we just look at the 5 minute chart. We want to see a strong close here. We at least want to close above this. So we're rebalancing to this fair value gap right here. It's a little tiny one, and we want to see some sort of reaction out of that. All right, so we're getting all right reaction so far. We want to see it push through, obviously. This will become another order block if this closes bearish. So that will be nice to see. All right, so that's a decent reaction out of this fair value gap. I'd want to see it push through now. ES is rebalancing to the same fair value gap. We opened up a little bearish. We want to see another continuation push, and this will become another order block that can hold price. I don't like this reaction at all. That's why, again, in my mind's telling me to just close the trade, right, and take 90 bucks and just walk away with a $200 loss today. But something also tells me that will just make me regret my decision. So we will see. You guys will see the outcome together. I just will be surprised if we don't take this high at least, you know. 5 minutes to get an order block on the 15 minute. So the 5 minute could make an order block here in 17 seconds. We want to see it close above here ideally. So 3 points in 13 seconds, that should be doable. So now we have a change in state delivery on the 5 minute, I believe. If we get it in 7 seconds, not going to call anything early. And I think talking through this trade is helping me hold it better. So that's a nice close. I really like that close. I wish it closed more on the 1 minute better, but that's a good 5 minute close. Retrading to the 5 minute order block right now, and we should get a reaction off of that. We are also still holding this bullish imbalance right here. So I really want to see this order block get confirmed, and I think we're in the clear for this take profit. And then, yeah, so we'll see how things go. We're going to take a limit order at this spot as well, at the body's high of the morning open. So I want to see this order block get confirmed. We got about 20-30 seconds left. We have a 30-second order block confirmed already, and then a 15-second. So in 1 minute will be extra confluence. And yeah, if we're going to get higher, we're going to have to make an order block here anyways. So 12 seconds to get a nice close. And I think that will be TP1 if we do get this high. I can't really see what would stop us if we get an order block there. I don't like this reaction at all, and I'm just so tempted to close the trade. But I know I should stick with it because everything's good right now. We came back, we rebalanced the order block, we displaced higher, we order block, hold, order block, new order block, 5 minute just open, and it's just a normal reaction, right? We're just getting normal reactions here. We can't be too worried about anything. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes, and if we don't make any real progress, I'm going to maybe take one off or move my risk. Right now, I don't like this hesitation whatsoever. I want to see it just straight pump up right now. I want to start getting quick, but I'm not the market maker. I'm not the one that controls where the price goes, so I just have to observe and watch. I can't really force anything on it, right? It's not my job to move the market. With my confluences and my ideas, doesn't matter. The market's the only thing that matters. So that's the thing I have to get better at, is realizing that I don't control the outcome. I don't control if this trade wins or loses. I have control over my decisions. I have control over my size. I have control of my emotions. I don't have control over the market. I don't like that close at all. It stresses me out, right? I'd want to see some green candles come in now. But I want to see them close above the wicks. So this trade's gone long enough that I will post this regardless of the outcome. If it just lost instantly, I wouldn't have posted it, but now it will be a decent loss. And I like the trade. If it doesn't work out, then it didn't work out, right? I'm tempted to go break even and call it a day if it stops me out and just be like, yo, But I think if we get this order block and we hit first take profit, I will go break even. So I want to see some movement here. I like that hasn't just completely fallen out of the sky though, because this just means that we could just be slow, right? There's a lot of liquidity. This is high resistance right here. Once we break through, this is the high resistance liquidity. We obviously had some selling in the market here, so it's gonna be tough for the buyers to break through all this selling pressure. But when it does, it'll be aggressive. Another candle's opened up here. This is all right. Nothing to be panicked about. This would be a nice 2-minute order block if we can get it in 39 seconds. So we should see some fall. I want to see some fall through now because this is a good reaction. 30 seconds for a close. Not going to go too early or celebrate too early. But if we get a close above this wick, we should be in business. 22 seconds is a very important close to me for my mental health. Really want to see a close above that wick. This will show a lot of strength. 8 seconds. We're looking all right. ES is a little bit behind. NQ with a great close. That's a great close. So first take profit should come in. I'll be shocked if it doesn't. 18, we're like 3 points away. So, you know, it is what it is. We did our job. We did hit this high, so I might just take one off to ease my mind. In a second, no, we're not going to take one off. We're going to let hitter take profit, right? And just accept things if it doesn't. So I am going to mitigate risk. If it stops me at break even, then I'm just a bad trader, right? But I think that it shouldn't come back down at this point. I want to see it flush through. And first TP should be there. Boom, that's first TP. I'm excited just because even though we're still down 230 if it stops us at break even, really good that I managed to trade like this. This is progress, right? Even though it might not look like it, we held the trade well. And I'm going to hold for that fair value gap right there for my runner. But really good progress because I had to sit through drawdown. I had to sit through slow price. And I didn't just cut the trade because I could be even on the day right now if I just cut the trade. And that's something that's in my mind right now that I don't want to act on, but I might. But that was a bullish reaction. So we're going to be down 230. I think I'm going to take another one off actually at this high. And then just let the trade play out. Kind of want to just close the trade though. We have a 5-minute fair value gap now that we should hold. This 2-minute order block hopefully does something for us. But that was a very bearish reaction, right? And we are in a bearish fair value gap here in the higher time frame, so if we can get the second take profit, we'll actually have something to show for today. A little bit, a smaller loss. But if not, we take $50 plus the 30 that we'll get, so we'll be down 200. What's the difference here? 6 points, $12. Yeah, I won't do that. If it goes back to the high, we will be at that's 39 points there, so that's another $40 or $80. How much am I missing out right now? 10, $20 there. I think I'm going to take one off and just ease my mind, but at the same time, I should just let this play out to here and get another few bucks out of the trade. Another $20 is good. Because when I lose the maximum, right? I don't lose nothing. I lose the maximum. So we rebalanced this order block and this fair value gap, so I actually really like this reaction. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually leave it for this because this is actually a really strong reaction. So really happy with not just closing the trade out of panic. This will be an order block if we get a close, which looks like we could. And you know what? I don't know. So we would have hit the take profit if we left it there, but I'm confident in this now. 24 seconds to get another order block. So the order block held really good. I'm really happy about that. Wow, this might be one of my best trades if I actually keep holding it well. I'm going to take one off there because, I don't know, I'm bad. Right? Don't judge me. So now we're only down 150, and I will be happy to lock my account if we lose. But that was a nice reaction off the order block. I want to see continuation. And then where would I need to get to be break even? 150. That's 100. I'm going to take another take profit at 50 points. 50 points right there at 41, 42. So if it gets to 42, we'll be down 50 bucks on the day. So now we just get to sit here and watch. So again, that's how I manage the trade. Was it the best trade management ever? No. What would I do if I take off one here? I'll be down 100. Let's see. ES still hasn't gone to the high yet, so I think I'll just leave it, even though that SMT is kind of sus. But I'm happy with the 50 points on this, and then we let our runner go. And then I'll just have to lock in a few more points to be break even. So we just need to push up another 14 points, and we'll get our third take profit. So you guys are seeing this isn't the best way to manage a trade, but this is where my emotions take over, and I trade bad because of it. So when I do get these great trades, right, this trade right here is not bad. I could have got a better entry down here on this fair value gap. That would have been 34 points, 35 points, 40 points, right? And at the best, we would have been 45 points. So we definitely could manage this better. I want to see this order block get confirmed now. This would be really nice, but we'll have a small one right here anyways. But I want to see the bigger time frame one, or the left one. Okay, so technically an order block, I don't really know. I want to see a reaction now. We have an order block here. I would want to see us not this slow down here. We're in that 1050 macro, so I'd want to see us start accelerating higher. That's a nice reaction so far off the order block. So I'd want to just see us flush to our take profit. 12 points away. And if we get above this wick, we're about 10 points away, so. How many points away are we? 10 points? Come on, let's get it so we can feel good about ourselves. 16 seconds and we get a real order block here. 10 seconds there for this order block. And we are going to maybe get it. We don't, but we have another black candle. That's fine. Might just take it off one more. We're going to let it go. Come on. 12 points away. The take profit's at 42.25 and we're at 31.25 right now. So just one little push up, one little spurt of energy, and we're good to go. Just going to take it off there. It's not good trading, but now we're going to really let the trade play out to our high. And then if we lose, if we get stopped at break even, we lost 70 on the day or 80 on the day. Again, this is not good trading, but we have the SMT. We're starting to break down. We're really hesitating above this high. I'm just not liking this reaction. So I decided to get out. Again, it's not good trading, but being down, it's tough, I think. And where would we need to get break even? 89. We just need $89, so we need 90 bucks right here. We really just need this fair value gap right here. We get break even. So we'll keep that in mind, but we're going to hold to the equal highs, which has been our target. So ideally, in a perfect world, I wouldn't have trailed anything off besides maybe one at this high. Hell, one for this high, but we'll see how it goes out. So I've done one of these videos before, and I really liked it. I don't always do them because I'm not always as very confident I'm going to get a trade. Like, I was really confident that this was going to be an entry for me because what it looked like. So I was like, yo, I'm fine starting the video. But I think what I'll do here, I'm so tempted to just cut it. I really am. That's like something I want you guys to understand, is that I'm just feeling like cutting the trade and saying, you know what, happy with being a small loss, battling our way back, and just killing the trade right here for 80 bucks, being down 7. You guys are going to hate me for this. Nah, I can't do it, man. Because what if we get that take profit and we miss out? But what if we don't? What if we don't, though? Everything in this trade is looking good, though. So, like, why am I panicked, right? Why am I so scared? Everything looks good. Literally everything looks good. This is a great reaction. I wish I just took it off. See how this order block. I'm going to give it 2 minutes, and if I don't like where we're at in 2 minutes, I'm cutting the trade. So this candle and the next candle. All I'm thinking about right now is just the P&L. I'm looking at the $30 loss. I'm like, is that okay? Can I just take a $30 loss and walk away? Nothing looks terrible about this chart, but I'm panicked. If we can get an order block here, we'll really be in business. Everything's telling me to close in my mind. We're only down 89 though. I closed the trade. Disappointed with that, right? But again, I mean, happy with managing all through this, right? This move up. Happy with not just closing when we're down here. Happy with waiting to move my stop loss to here until we made an order block. Happy with not going to break even until we came up here. Happy with the trade. It was still a $200-ish trade. And looks like I made the right decision. The reason I closed the trade is just because we had an SMT here. And I'll go over more in depth of what I was thinking, because I wasn't really talking there at the end, which I apologize. But right here we have an SMT. And then when we were doing this sort of price action here and just chopping. And then when we finally get this order block, just to rebalance to this fair value gap and just instantly close back below, it just didn't look bullish to me. And maybe it's going to continue higher in a second, but this just looked really bearish, and honestly, I got PTSD from trading this earlier, which made me be like, yo, I need to get out. Like, I need to get out of this. And That's not good to trade with that in mind, but that's where my head was at, was just, oh my gosh, we're cooked here. So we see right now that we are breaking lower. We're back into this, I believe, 5 minutes. So let's mark out this 5 minute fair value gap. So I'm curious to see what happens here. I should just lock my account. But at the same time, I'm kind of tempted to take this inverse if we get it. Just because we rebalanced and we should continue higher. But with how today's been, I probably should just step away, you know. But yes, we'll see what yes is at. Let me see how long this video is so far. All right, 30 minutes. So I'm going to end it there. I appreciate everyone that's watching the video. I'll let you guys know if I take another trade. I'm going to change my daily loss limit here now to, we're down 50, so 250 if we take another trade. I will not move that. You have my word. And if this 5 minute gets ran through, then I probably don't take anything because of the SMT. And this is looking really bearish. So I think what I'm going to do here is not leave it up for a mystery, but yeah, that's something I guess that I should talk about, is that the fact that I can't close my chart and close my and lock my account out is kind of bad, you know? Like, I should be able to be happy with just closing my account today, because this was not a bad trade. This is a market maker model inside of a market maker model, right? I thought it would go higher, but what do we get? We got a sweep on liquidity. We got a reversal signature here, inversing the 5 minute. We trade down. This would have been a better entry down here by this order block. Maybe on the 30 second, we had a better entry, 15 second. Right here. Right, this 15 second was a better entry because we had all of the stuff we'd want to see, right? We had us rebalance to probably equilibrium. Close to equilibrium. Definitely equilibrium of the smaller move. And then we hold a fair value gap, right? This inversion fair value gap, and we get a 15 second inverse out of it. This would have been a better entry right here, and that would have been 36 points to that high instead of where I got in, which was the 1 minute fair value gap with the confluence of the inverse, which was only 29 points to that high. So overall, we really didn't kill it. We didn't knock it out of the park today with that trade, but it did bring us back from 2 losses, which shows not all the way back. We could have been if we closed it here, but again, I probably shouldn't just be panic closing anyways. So, as you guys can tell when I started the video, I was pretty frustrated with myself, but what I'm happy with is that even though I made 2 mistakes earlier, I didn't let that just make me take a terrible trade. It did affect my trading, and you guys got to see it live time. It did affect my take profits, and even though it affected my take profits, I still, what do I want to say? I still came out better almost than if I didn't. And what I mean by that is, like, if I didn't take anything off here, or if I took 2 off here and let it hit my break even, I wouldn't have made as much. But if I hadn't taken a loss today, I would much rather just take 2 off here, scale 2 off here. That's 30, 60, 120 bucks, and then get stopped at break even and say, hey, partial trade, and go on my day. I really do like a trade here. I cannot lie. If I take it, I believe, honestly, 12 points to 21. I might even just take it with the micro. So, especially if we get good momentum, because we have this we don't have a 50-minute order block. We don't really have any bullish confluences to take it off of. Maybe this 2 minute I could take. Yeah, I mean, if we get that 2 minute, I think I still like it because ES is higher. So I'll let you guys know. I'll put in the comments, I believe. Or you know what? I'll just update you guys tomorrow. Just subscribe and come back tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know if I took another trade. I'm pretty hesitant to take it, but again, I don't want to make this video an hour long, and it's already long enough. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm not going to do it. Well, I guess I'll do a quick rundown for anyone that stayed. I had this bias going into the day. If we pull, why am I pulling up Notion like that? If I pull up Notion right here, our bias was, We wanted to see the equal lows get taken and then a buy model higher. So that's exactly what I was executing on. That's why my first trade was a little bit annoying to take, because it wasn't really my plan. My plan wasn't to go lower, but I did have a good idea that we were going to take out these equal lows. And yeah, my first trade I don't hate, because we were in this 5-minute imbalance. We had equilibrium, we hit equilibrium of it. We were displacing lower and we inversed this bullish gap. It's not a terrible trade. And if my stop was above the high, which I don't really think was a bad thing that I didn't, because I don't think that I should have my stop at the high, but if I did, it would have worked out. So the biggest mistake today was after taking this loss, I was only down 150. I jumped back in here whenever it was starting to break down. That's something I have to absolutely never do again. Again, I don't need everyone in the comments saying, oh my gosh, why would you do that? Because I know, right? I understand that. That's something that I realized and recognized and it did today. And yeah, I just can't just brush it off all the time, but it's going to be something that I have to constantly be working on. And yeah, I mean, if anything, we're looking more bearish now, so I'm leaning 75% not taking trade. But yeah, that was my bias today, was to go higher because of these equal lows. Again, we're really ranging on the higher time frame. If we take a look at the 4-hour, we're really in a dangerous spot to try and take trades, because this is chop back and forth, right? We're sweeping a low, displacing higher, sweeping a low, or not sweeping low, getting close, sweeping higher, sweeping a high, going lower, sweeping a low, going higher. So this is a very dangerous market to be trying to maneuver in, because we're at all-time highs. So you'd want to be more bullish than bearish, but you can't just assume that we always pump. So, you know, we don't really have any clear targets to the downside. We don't have a clear structure. This is a time where it's just tricky to survive. And yeah, frustrating 2 days in a row to kind of just be break even from causing a lot of mistakes and then missing out on good things because I was already down, right? But yeah, we'll keep improving. There's nothing that I need to you know, cry about or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not disappointed with today. Disappointed with some things, yes. And would we ever got 50 points? On the other micro, we would have got 50 points there. So we would have gotten to this 45. Oh, no, we wouldn't have. 50 was here, so. Yeah, I mean, you guys saw the trade execution. So, again, I'm not going to do another review because it's already long enough. And I hope you guys enjoyed the execution, see me trade live, what I was talking about, what I was looking for. And, yeah, let me know. Put some time stamps at different spots where if you notice something that I didn't notice or something like that, and let me know what you guys thought about this type of video, because again, I've done it before, it had a good response, and I like doing them because honestly, I don't know if I would have held the trade as well as I even did, and I didn't even hold it that well. But if I wasn't trading for this video and thinking about posting it, this first move, I was sad. Like, I was actually disappointed in myself for taking the trade. And look what happens. We kept moving, and we hit a first take profit, 30 points, right? 30 points isn't a home run, but it's not scalping, right? It's not like some people might consider a scalp, but 30 points is a solid amount, right? 30 points for take profit, that's a good trade, right? It's not a home run. I think anything over 50 points is a home run. 100 points is obviously a home run. So we didn't hit a home run like we'd want to, but you know, there's so many times where this exact picture right here, if we ignore this exact picture runs to all these low resistance to liquidity, right? That was my main target, and I'll show you guys NQ. We had these equal highs on NQ, the equal highs right here. This is my main target. And there's going to be a lot of times where you guys are going to see a trade like this, a 5-minute inversion, and the 5-minute inversion is still holding. And you're going to see a lot of times where this is just a home run, right? Where you take this trade, comes down, and then it still goes to these equal highs, and you catch an 80-point move, and you catch a home run. So that is something that I'll look at. This 5-minute now is interesting to me because I think that if we can inverse that, we'll get to this high. So I might still take that. Again, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys watching this, and let me know how you guys like this video. Yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.